Colorado coach Deion Sanders is a gray beard now, quite literally. Yet Coach Prime still has the same look. The gold chain, a gray sweatshirt that reads, "Ain't hard to find." Sanders, who is partnered with California Almonds for the 2024 college football season, is 57 years old, but uses those almonds to riff off the first his most quotable quote. "I'm a guy that likes to look good and likes to feel good," Sanders told Sporting News on a Zoom call August 14th. "I want to stay lean and mean and slim. I'm coaching a bunch of young men who never saw me play, but they knew me as this football player. I could at least look the darn part. You know the rest." That message is painted bar by bar on the wall of his office. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. So, does the same hold true for coaching? Will Deion Sanders improve Colorado win total in 2024? Sanders opens his second season with the Buffaloes against FCS powerhouse North Dakota State on Thursday. Colorado won its first 3 games last season and created a September phenomenon not seen in the sport maybe ever, before finishing 4-8. Does that mean Sanders is feeling more pressure in year 2? A contentious press conference on August 9th might have given that appearance. Sanders knows what he is up against. It is not just whether Colorado wins. It is how they look doing it given the high profile of Coach Prime. Everything is under scrutiny. Let's just say, for instance, if we won 10 wins and we had 10 guys go to jail, I'd be up there on the cross right there with Jesus, Sanders said. You wouldn't give a darn about the 10 wins. You would focus on what's not right in the program. But we're thankful. We're happy. We're not trying to please nobody, but everybody in the locker room and our wonderful AD who gave me this opportunity. Read that again. Sanders is not comparing himself to Jesus Christ, even if the analogy will draw that reaction. Sanders has a point too. Colorado was 1-11 in 2022 before athletic director Rick George took a chance on Sanders, who at the time was among the hottest commodities in that coaching carousel turn. Sanders is popular. A 2-sport star as a player in the NFL and MLB. He has 1.8 million followers on X, which is almost triple Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin, 63.8.1K, Georgia coach Kirby Smart, 437.8K, Ohio State coach Ryan Day, 221.4K combined. 1/3 of the top 15 most watched games last season involved Colorado. Sanders is polarizing. The September start and second half slide drew opinions from all across college football about whether Sanders' methods will be substantial in the long term. Does that mean it is a bowl or bust type season? Sanders is synonymous with the transfer portal, and not in the endearing way Kiffin is referred to as the portal king. When asked about the scrutiny that comes with building through the portal and its long-term sustainability, Sanders interrupts. "Let me put a pin in that right now," Sanders said. "Aren't other people doing the same thing?" "We took over a program that had 1 win," Sanders said. "We took over a program where there was a lack of talent. That's why they fired the coaches, I think. Obviously, you're going to come in and retool. There are schools out there that didn't lose like that has maybe 5 less guys climbed out of the portal. Maybe 10. Why can't you all say nothing about that?" Colorado added 43 players for the 2024 season, according to 247sports.com. The Buffaloes added 52 in 2023, an eye-popping 2-year total of 95 players. To Sanders' point, Louisville added 56 players through the portal the last 2 years under Jeff Brom. Ole Miss added 48 players the last 2 seasons. Sanders will defend that position, even if it means taking less high school recruits. Colorado had the number 95 recruiting class in 2024, albeit one that included 5-star tackle Jordan Seaton. If you take over a business, what happens? Sanders asked. You pretty much empty it if you took over a business that was suffering. That's what you do. When presidents come in, they change some things with the new presidents correctly of our beautiful country that we live in. There are some things that change with the cabinet and stuff like that. We did what was necessary. We don't do what's ordinary. We do what's necessary. Colorado returns 2 Heisman Trophy contenders in quarterback Deion Sanders and 2-way star Travis Hunter. Sporting News' latest 2025 mock draft has both players being selected with top 5 picks. Deion Sanders, who passed for 3,230 yards, 27 TDs, and 3 interceptions last season. Could be the number one pick. Outside of the father-son relationship, Deion Sanders is quick to point out Shedur's experience. He has started every game since Pop Warner. Through high school, a 2-year stint at Jackson State, and last year with Colorado, he missed 1 game because of injury. Pat Shurmur, a former head coach with the Browns and Giants in the NFL, is Colorado's new offensive coordinator. He is Sanders' 3rd coordinator in 4 years. He is really at ease with Pat Shurmur and what coach brings to the table, a pro philosophy and a pro thought process, and to talk to him and articulate to him as a pro, Deion Sanders said. That's phenomenal. Pat has done a great job of picking up the pieces that were broken at the conclusion of last season. Will Colorado compete in the conference past September this season? Statistically, that could hinge on whether Colorado allows fewer sacks and improves its rushing offense. The Buffaloes ranked 129th in sacks allowed per game, 4.77, and last in rushing yards per game, 68.9. Sanders said attracting skill position talent and defensive backs is not difficult given his popularity as a former player at those positions. Sanders believes the lines on both sides have been strengthened enough, and that is the key to how good Colorado will look this season. Once you show the public that there is a need of bigs, offensive line because you couldn't protect the quarterback last year, defensive line because you have to make it to the quarterback, we have to be able to fill those needs because of the craziness that you saw and the tension that we garner, Sanders said. Now, we have a plethora of depth at those positions that I can't wait to show to America.